Next time you visit the ancient cities.
Tonight, General Assembly of ERA takes steps to end lingering leadership tussle. Plus, experts task Nigerians on adherence to COVID-19 safety guidelines. A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Main News Bulletin. I am Agatha Egwari Ojo. Our President Muhammadu Buhari has declared that all necessary measures have been put in place to ensure that the October 10 governorship election in Ondo State is peaceful, transparent and credible. President Buhari also assured the electorate in Ondo State of the provision of adequate security to forestall any breach of peace by unscrupulous elements. In a video message to party supporters at the grand finale of the APC's campaign for the Ondo governorship election, the president urged the electorate to turn out en masse to vote on Saturday without fear of molestation. He expressed confidence that the party supporters will vote in accordance with the law guiding the electoral process, urging the electorate in Ondo to vote for continuity and progress. President Buhari explained why Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, the APC candidate, deserved re-election. He also used the occasion to commend the party's national and zonal leadership and the APC family in Ondo State for upholding the tenets of democracy and ensuring a hitch-free party primary. The president noted that internal democracy, which is regarded as a major ingredient in the electoral process, will not be merely encouraged in Ondo State, but zealously nurtured. Away from the governorship election in Ondo State, now some teachers in Benin metropolis have applauded President Muhammadu Buhari for approving incentives in the national teaching policy signed in favor of teachers, the celebration of this year's World Teachers' Day. Philomena Obebo reports.
President Buhari on the 5th of October signed the national teaching policy stating that federal government will establish a special salary scheme for teachers, while retirement age of teachers, which used to be 60, is now 65. The policy also states that there will be automatic admission and free tuition fees for children of teachers, as well as establishment of teachers' pension scheme to enhance their well-being.
Special salary scale for teachers in basic and secondary schools, including provisions for rural posting allowance, science teacher allowances, and peculiar allowances, is hereby given.
Teachers say the president's initiative is a welcome development and a spur for them to put in their best.
God has finally shown mercy on the faces on teachers. So I'm very happy, and I pray the way you have said it, they should implement it. Not just implement it, put it into law, so that when other government that will come in or other president that will come in, we continue from where he has stopped.
Like those teachers in the rural area, like you have said, they said they will be giving allowance to, is a welcome one. Now it will make the younger ones want to come into the field. Gone are those days you see old men and old women in teaching profession. Now you see able-bodied young ladies, young men into the profession now because government has remembered us.
In our schools now, you find out that most of our children, they are running away from science subjects, mostly the maths. You find out they are running away from it. But with this, Benin, we add their efforts so that they can come due to the benefit that is coming out of it. You see the children also, we have the interest. Even parents will encourage their children to go for science courses.
Teachers' Day is a worldwide event that is celebrated annually. In Benin, Philomena Ogbebo, NTA News.
Now, Nigeria's greatness lies in the collective will of the citizens by doing the right thing. This was the view of some residents in Benin who witnessed the birth of Nigeria 60 years ago. Lucky Naini has the report.
The Nigerian nationalist goal of achieving an independent sovereign state was achieved in 1960 when British rule ended. As the journey in the new Nigeria progresses, there was an economic boom, which these respondents say was brought to a halt as a result of bad policies. The expectations of citizens this period are high as they are hopeful of better country.
Today, independence is celebrated, children are hardly part of it. We have become so materialistic that things we used to celebrate, as I was trying to mention, school debates and quizzes and things of that nature at that time, they were things that brought glory, happiness to people as it were. But that is no longer there.
I remember in the 60s, I was in the primary school, and we used to celebrate in public schools with food and drinks. We eat rice and drink. Even at home, families would come together and celebrate independence because we were sure that, of course, we have a clear future for this country, Nigeria, and there was this Nigerian dream that this country is going to be the giant of Africa, and for everyone, we look forward to greatness. But today, nobody is willing to celebrate Nigeria anymore, simply because our leaders have lost touch with the realities of our independence.
And Africa has been the centerpiece of our democracy or international relations, at least. So in the West African sub-region, for example, Nigeria has taken the lead in ensuring that at least there is enthronement of democracy, the region is stabilized. Where there are crises, at least you see the nation at least taking belling the cat.
Nigerians are hopeful of a better Nigeria, but not without the desired commitment of all and sundry. In Benin, good luck in NT News.
Nigeria is 60 years, coming a long way in its decades of nationhood. And so there are objects, structures, monuments, and even humans that tell the story of Nigeria's heritage, struggle, and resilience. Udako Bongachibong spoke with some historians on the relics of independence in the state.
The celebration of Nigeria's 60th independence anniversary provides an opportunity to reminiscence on recorded and visible facts spanning through cultures and languages that have survived from the past. A professor of history, Benson Osadolo, enumerates some of the relics in Edo State and around the country.
We look at the Benin airport. When it was constructed, it was called the Benin Aerodrome. From aerodrome, it's now transformed into an airport. And so we have that airport in Benin. That is one. Then two, we have the colonial structures. If you go to Airport Road and Sapele Road, you will still find those colonial structures. You will find them behind the old post office, where you have the hospital. That axis there, you find those colonial structures that are still there. If you go to Government House, you still find some of those colonial structures there. These are relics of our independence. If you go to Sapele Road, the prison there, it was part of what we gave from independence. It was part of the structures of independence. Immediately after the prison, opposite the High Court, you see those buildings there. These are colonial buildings. They are relics of independence. And of course, the Central Hospital itself, although it has passed through a series of modernization and transformation, but the Central Hospital was actually built during the colonial period, part of which we inherited at independence, which still exists till today in Benin City. There are monuments in Lagos, particularly the National Assembly, that was created by colonial rule to show that that was the legislative chamber with which certain basic decisions were taken about our independence. That monument still stands in Lagos. The Lagos, Ibadan, Kaduna, Kano railway line is one of the relics of independence.
Some Nigerians, though have long gone, are also mentioned as part of Nigeria's history, whose impacts are said to be enduring.
We must look at our foremost nationalists in the likes of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, of our own President General in the person of Zikwe, of course, the Ahmadu Bellos and the likes. The likes of Obafemi, we know what he did in terms of free education in Western Nigeria, what he did in terms of promotion of broadcasting in that area, the negotiations that took place that brought about independence. Someone of Chief Anthony Nahoro's legacy must be looked at, because that young man, very young he was then, he was bold enough, articulate enough, visionary enough to ask that Nigeria must be given independence. In our own state here close by, someone in the personality of Professor Ambrose Ali, we must also celebrate the personality of then General, later Chief Dr. Samuel Ogbemudia. Why are we to celebrate these personalities in our environment here? Because of the transformational roles they play. We must study them. We must look at what they contributed to the evolution of Nigeria.
Concerted effort in developing the society for posterity's sake is what is being advocated as Nigeria continues in its strive for greatness.
Clarion call for those people that have the opportunities to always know that there will be a date with history. What will you be remembered for?
Give Nigerians the opportunity to determine their own future, to use their own resources for the benefit of the people and for the nation.
According to the federal government, the 60th independence celebration of Nigeria will span for a year. In Benin, Udwakobong Achibong, NTA News.
You're watching the main news bulletin on NTA Benin. Just to let you know that you can subscribe and watch news, stories and other programs in our YouTube channel NTA Benin. Like us on Facebook, NTA Benin, or follow us on our Twitter handle at NTA Benin 1. We'll take a break now. We have more reports shortly. Stay tuned.
I know that I won't forget you.
Celebration of life. The families of Okunzua of Azagba in Uode local government area and Enabulele Imafidon of Uhogwa in Ovia Northeast local government area, both from Edo State, announced the burial.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, 2 things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities, fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenoyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
They finish for Muyi line, no. The friend of Nigeria students, the People's Transport, we get everybody for mind. Inside all this, we still arrange to make sure say passengers enjoy safe ogbonge journey with paddy price. Muyi line, you na true friend of travelers, so and you don't arrange special discount from Benin to Lagos, mine to Yanokpa, Yaba, and Aja, Benin to Port Harcourt, Warri, Bayelsa, all Niger Delta routes, Ekpoma, Auchi, Abuja, and other places for Nigeria. Muyi line executive charter buses and cars like Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry, Sienna, then to carry you to international airports and other places for Nigeria. Save money, enjoy special paddy price for Muyi line. 169 Selu Lagos Road, opposite Technical Junction, Benin City. Muyi line, friend of Nigeria students.
It's finally here. Yes, the one-stop shop for everything electronics. Benin City, let's jubilate. It's Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesewa Road, Benin City. Are your next shopping mall for authentic, high-quality electronics of major brands like LG, Samsung, Scanfrost, Nexus, Hisense, and more. Get quality, authentic brand products like refrigerators, side-by-side fridges, deep freezers, front and top load washing machines, gas cookers, air conditioners, OLED and other varieties of television, DVD players, home theater, standing fans, home appliances, generators of different brands and sizes. You name it, we've got it. Get the best bargain and authentic products at Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesewa Road, opposite Winners Chapel by Ihama Junction, GRA, Benin City. Uyi Technical Electronic Mall. Everything electronics. We dare to stand out.
Please until Signature Hotel. Please until Signature Hotel. Our place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City. Please until
Pleasant Hill Signature Hotel, a place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City, located at 134 Akpakpavo Road, Benin City, Edo State, or call 0528 40557 or 081 36 3908.
Please until Signature Hotel. Please until Signature Hotel. A place of hospitality.
Thank you for staying on. The General Assembly of the Environmental Rights Action and Friends of the Earth Nigeria has reaffirmed the leadership of the current Executive Director, Godwin Uyoju. At a general meeting in Benin, the organization also reeled out achievements under his leadership, calling for more support from relevant stakeholders in addressing environmental challenges in the country. Amuli Okolo has details.
The leadership tussle has lingered for some time now in the Environmental Rights Action, a non-governmental organization with a mandate to protect the environment. This meeting of the General Assembly is to address this tussle among the trustees and management of the organization. The General Assembly of the organization, its allies and affiliate coalition members passed a vote of confidence on Mr. Godwin Uyoju. It called on the public to disregard any other person parading himself as Executive Director of ERA. The General Assembly also resolved
that Nimo Basi has been removed as trustee and chairman of the board and is hereby removed, and every step of illegality taken by him to undermine the interests of Environmental Rights Development Foundation, ERA/FON, is declared null and void. The General Assembly in this general meeting has vetted and approved the nomination appointments of the following persons as trustees of Environmental Rights Development Foundation. They are, namely, Chief Saint Imam Phil. He is the chairman of the trustees of ERA going forward.
The leadership crisis sorted, the current leadership gave account of achievements of ERA this year.
The Environmental Rights Action, in conjunction with the National Assembly, the Senate Committee on Ecology and Environment, and together with the Committee on Environment at the House of Representatives, ERA facilitated this joint committee to carry out for the first time their oversight function.
The Environmental Rights Action, founded in 1993 for the protection of the environment, says it will continue to focus on its advocacy for a better environment. In Benin, Anwuli Okolo, NTA News.
In talking business now, investors lose 143.75 billion naira as Nigeria Stock Exchange All-Share Index dips by minus 0.95%. Let's now join Eugenia Ndubisi for more on business news.
Equities market closed this Wednesday on a negative note as Nigeria Stock All-Share Index depreciated by minus 0.59% to close at 28,634.5 basis points as against plus 4.9% appreciation recorded previously. Market breadth closed negative as Baja led 21 gainers as against 31 losers, topped by Unilever at the end of Wednesday's session, an unimproved performance when compared with previous outlook. Meanwhile, market turnover closes positive as volume moved up by plus 11.13% as against plus 24.10% uptick recorded in the previous session. Zenith Bank and UBA were the most active to boost market turnover. Zenith Bank and Guarantee topped market value list, while Mansard leads the list of active stocks that recorded impressive volume spike at the end of this Wednesday's session. In Benin, Eugenia Ndubisi, NTA News.
To stay.
This is not just a hotel. It's a resort, a place where luxury, class, and hospitality meets. It's not just...
Announcements. The Vice Chancellor, Engineer Professor Emmanuel Aluyo, FNSE, on behalf of the Governing Council, Senate, staff, and students of Edo University, Iyamo, wishes to invite the general public to attend Edo University, Iyamo's third public lecture, a webinar on digitalization of the African continent, the role of African universities, by Engineer Martin Manua, President, Federation of African Engineering Organization, FAEO. Date, Thursday, 8th of October 2020. Time, 11:30 a.m. GMT, 12:30 p.m. WAT, 1:30 p.m. CAT. Participants are invited to join the webinar. Signed, Dr. Mrs. I. Oboro, Registrar, Announcer.
What's wrong with you? You just crashed my car with your pangolo. I said, who scratched who? You scratched me. I did not scratch you.
What's wrong with this old man with this crash? Uncle, please, I beg, give me your phone.
And I'm calling the Idaho police. Who is the Idaho police? The director of the DSS is my cousin's husband. The head of service is my sister's fiance.
Apples, please, why the scratch is super dangerous? Please, can we go? Can we go?
Now, that's it.
Find your first with the best data plans in town. Dial *777#. Glow Unlimited.
And now to COVID-19 update. Nigeria has recorded 118 new cases of coronavirus. According to the Nigeria Center for Disease Control NCDC, the 118 new cases are reported from 14 states, with Lagos recording 41, Rivers 19, Osun 17, Nasarawa 13, while Kaduna and Anambra 5 each. The breakdown also shows that Edo, Ogun, Kwara and Ondo have 3 new cases each. Katsina and Niger recorded 2 new cases each, while Plateau and Akwa Ibom 1 each. This brings total number of confirmed cases to 59,583. Discharged patients 51,308, and death toll now stands at 1,113. Now, to promote scholarship and mentorship to develop legal minds to assist with the administration of justice, an endowment fund in 4 universities in Edo State is to be set up by the Egobamien family. Also, a new office complex for the law firm of Egobamien and Egobamien in association with Perchstone and Grace LP is to be inaugurated. These are part of events lined up to celebrate the life of a legal luminary, the late Chief Alfred Egobamien, as he begins his final journey home on the 8th of this month. And that ends our package tonight. Thank you for watching. Good evening.